had the opportunity to meet with President Macron for a short while, and the next day I received a message from Beijing saying, what is your motivation to meet with President Macron now?
As Sikyong, you have pressed for the resumption of a dialogue between China and Tibet. The dialogue, the negotiations that our mutual friend Lodi Gary conducted for so many, I think there were 9 or 10 rounds of negotiations. The Chinese cut it off, I think it was in 2010. You have continued to try for, even while China is committing cultural genocide against the people of Tibet, you have pressed for a continuation of the dialogue. Are you still doing that, and what progress has there been?
We are committed to finding a nonviolent, mutually beneficial, negotiated solution that would be lasting. If you look at the conflicts around in this world, you look at Israel, Gaza, or Ukraine, Russia, or some other 55 conflicts that is going on around the world as we speak, the message of nonviolence is very, very important, that His Holiness has been advocating for so many decades. So we, in future also, as I mentioned, we cannot lift Tibet out of that place and put it somewhere else. So we have to live as neighbors with China, with India, with Nepal, with Bhutan, all those countries that has border with Tibet. And some people don't know that Tibet is huge. Tibet is 25% of China's landmass. It's about 2.37, some say 2.5 million square kilometers out of 9.7 million square kilometers. That is the total size of China. So Tibet is huge, and we are committed to finding a nonviolent solution, and I did commit to having back channels, but it's not worth speaking about. It's just more to send messages to each other. Several months ago, I had the opportunity to meet with President Macron for a short while, and the next day I received a message from Beijing saying, what is your motivation to meet with President Macron now? Just 6 days before President Xi Jinping was coming to France and Serbia and Hungary. So this is the kind of back channels we have, but it's not worth mentioning. Even if we do manage to build some more contact with the Chinese, if you look at what Xi Jinping is doing to the Tibetans, to the Uyghurs, to the Mongols, to Hong Kongers, and to Chinese pro-democracy.
But has there been any progress whatsoever?
No.
But you're going to continue.
I have no expectation.
Is there any alternative to trying to reopen the dialogue with China? Is there any alternative?
But right now, if you look at what Xi Jinping is doing, not only to Tibetans, but Chinese people also, it looks very unlikely that there could be any outcome. That's why I keep saying, if you have good hospitals in your country, we bring Chinese leaders one by one, do brain surgery and put common sense and send them back.
You know, one of the things that worries many people the most is the succession process.